everyone. Welcome to Soul Alchemist Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Thank you all for if you're new here, and welcome back if you're not. And I am a twin flame channel who helps twin flames to figure out how to navigate this twin flame journey, how to master it, how to master this twin flame journey. So thank you for being here. This channel is also for others who are just trying to master their journeys. Okay, so let me start by what I got for the collective from my guides. And what I got was they showed me a zigzag tree, a tree that zigzags up. And I asked, what is this about? And they said the first thing they want us to know in the collective is that we're being very wishy-washy. How the heck are we going to manifest if we're being so wishy-washy? So we zig this way and then we zag that way, and they show me a tree that keeps going all over the place, and that we keep changing our mind. And so this makes it very difficult for the universe to hone in on what it is that we're trying to manifest. So imagine if you want something and then you say you don't want it, and then you want it and then you don't want it. And sometimes what we'll do is we will try to compensate for our fears, and we'll lower our vision. And so that seems to be what's happening out there. Also, the next thing they showed me was an octopus, and what they showed me was that there was just too many things, right? Like the hands were in too many things, and not really being focused on one or two main things, just like an octopus, just having too many hands in different things and just kind of scattered. So that's what I got from it, like just kind of scattered and not really focused. And so again, hard to help co-create in that energy. Then the last thing they showed me was shedding. So they showed me a snake, and and what they told me was that the collective is shedding their old skin. And when this is happening, please know, what they showed me is that when it comes to snakes who do shed their skin, I guess yearly or regularly, it is uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable to shed your skin. And it feels stressful. So if you have a snake, if you own a snake, or if you got a pet snake and you try to handle them while they're shedding, they're very stressed. They may not eat as much. They are feeling uncomfortable during the shedding. And so my guides wanted to remind us that we're going through the same process, that it's kind of like a death rebirth, and we're shedding our old skin, which is very uncomfortable, and to give ourselves grace. And anyway, and that would probably connect to my last YouTube video that I did yesterday if you want to check that out. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's ask, what else? What else, Spirit, is kind of blocking our manifestations here? What are our blind spots? What are our blind spots? What's blocking our manifestation, and what are our blind spots? Let me do two cards. Two cards for the collective, please. Yeah. So right off the bat, they're showing me Four of Cups and the Pentacles reversed. So it may or may not be a blind spot, but what they're saying about this one is that you're still doing quite a bit of inner development here. At the same time, what they're telling me is something is not working. Interesting. I have to see what that is. I'm going to get more information. Something's not working. And there's an opportunity here that we're just not seeing. It's right there. And the universe is trying to give it to us. It's like it's right there. And it's not that we're bored. We're just not noticing it. We're doing a lot of contemplation. We're doing a lot of inner work. So let's find out more about this. What is this? What is this, Spirit? Can I have one more card? What's not working? What's not working? What's not working? And what is going on here? Okay, so what's not working is our negative beliefs. Yeah, yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I get it. My heart goes out to all of you. So yeah, the negative beliefs is the doubting is very ineffective. And what I saw with the octopus and what was the other thing that I saw? And what I saw with the zigzag tree is that the reason why we keep changing our minds is because we go back into this doubt and we try to compensate for everything that all the traumas that we've been through, kind of going back into the past saying, wow, this never happened before, so why would it happen now? And why would I even get my hopes up? So, unfortunately, this doubt is just not working. And so it is an inner development where they and I do coach on this, by the way, if you're interested, but there is a way to get yourself to focus on what's good. Focus on the opportunity. So it's almost like you could even pretend, right? Which I know is so hard to do. I get it. Almost like pretend that there's opportunities right here knocking at your door and expect it. Just expect it to happen. Just expect this miracle to happen. And but be careful about the doubt, because you can create from this victim energy, or you can create from this masterful creator energy. So they're asking you to pick a circle. They're asking you to pick an energy. I mean, pick an energy. Do you want to manifest from your creator energy, or do you want to create from your doubting, having negative, just very negative energy, or what's the word that what are you telling me? They're just saying negative thinking in general. Excuse me. So yeah, and then if you could focus on this opportunity coming in, just saying, this is coming in. I've worked for it. I have no doubt this is coming in. It's happening. Okay, so let's put this over here. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and get another blind spot. Two more cards, please, with this. Two more cards. Another blind spot, please. Okay, and this came up in yesterday's video as well. So there's this feel, and another blind spot might be that you're aware that, well, what they're showing me is this. They're showing me that there's this river, okay, going through a bridge here, and it keeps flowing, it keeps flowing, and it keeps flowing. And it's like water under the bridge. It's just water under the bridge. But the problem is we're so focused on whatever happened in the past that it's like almost like dammed, almost like the water can't go through the bridge. It's just going to overflow, right? So we're just so focused on, protecting our own hearts, when really what we should be focused on is this love that's coming in. So there is this beautiful love coming in for the collective. It's a gift, really. And we're moving towards it. And it's funny because we got another river here. Oh, interesting. Look at this. And this river is just flowing. Look at that, all the way. It's almost like into infinity, right? So here the water's kind of dammed. It's not flowing because of we're not processing and moving on. And here it's it's almost like they're saying, first you got to give love to yourself, right? Because this night is facing yourself, right? So giving love to yourself is not step one. Being patient with yourself, giving love to yourself, at the same time understanding that love is coming, love is on its way. Okay, beautiful. Now let's grab another deck here. I wanted to see what other blind spots we have. What are some blind spots we have? This time we're going to use the archetypal deck. Caroline Miss's archetypal deck, which is a little bit tougher to shuffle. 2 cards, please. We'll get 2 cards from this deck. What is our blind spot, please? What is our blind spot? 2 cards. Thank you. Okay, interesting. So we got the gambler. So what they're saying is we're not willing to take a gamble on ourselves. We're just not. We're not. So what this says is willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you, or even when we doubt ourselves, I'm hearing. So this is definitely a blind spot of taking a gamble. See how he's walking a high wire blindfolded? Very interesting. Very interesting energy. And he trusts, and he's trusting in the universe, and he's trusting his intuition, and he's blind. He has no idea where he's going. He has no idea where it's leading him. And so another blind spot for the collective is that gambler energy. So yeah. And then the shadow attribute is relying on luck rather than hard work. So obviously there's hard work involved. Obviously there's work involved, and then trusting in your intuition. Right? So that's beautiful. So that's another blind spot. And then we have visionary. The visionary. It's almost like, so what I'm getting is anyone watching this channel is probably very psychic, probably can read tarot, probably sees things that other people do not, and you have to trust your vision. Maybe you're not quite trusting. Maybe you see it, but you're not quite trusting it. So let's see what it says. Light attribute. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Interesting. The shadow is selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more accessible. And I think it's more of that, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So I think that's the blind spot right there. That's what's hitting me, is that for the collective, we're compensating once again on our visions. We have these grand visions, but we're compensating for it. We're lessing them. Is that a word? We're compromising them. Compromising these visions, saying, you know, I need to dumb it down. I need to dumb down my visions to make it more accessible. If I make it too high, it just won't happen. And that, of course, is part of the thinking, right? The negative thinking, I should say. And that is part of this what's not working, okay? And expecting this miracle to come in, right? So that all ties into these visions that you have looked and you've envisioned, and now trusting your intuition, as well as not focusing on what hasn't come true. Because I get this, and again, my heart goes out to all of you that's been through so much, where you thought this was it. You know, it's coming. I have this dream, and here it is, and all of a sudden it's not like what you thought, and it's not. It just didn't happen, or it went away, and spirit. What spirit is telling me is that that's because it wasn't right for you. It just wasn't right for you. So when we envision something, there was something grander. It was something better. It was something, like they're saying, trust the universe that it wouldn't have been what you thought. It wouldn't have been your highest, most wonderful, super-duper life had you gotten that particular thing that you wanted, is what I'm hearing. It would have been a compromise to who you really are, like a big compromise. Because what they're telling me is, here's the thing, no one needs to be fixed. You just need to remember who you are. You don't ever need to be fixed. There's nothing to fix. You just have to remember who you are, and that you are a master manifester. You're a master, is what they're telling me. Okay, and so now let's go ahead and grab this deck and get 2 more cards and see, is there anything else, Spirit, that you want us to know for the collective on what is our blind spot. What is the blind spot here? Or why aren't we creating what we need to, or that we want to create here? What's the blind spot? Interesting. So we got surrender to spirit, which reminds me of the gambler card. I do apologize for my earphones. It keeps moving around here. So it says, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. I'm sorry, let spirit work its magic for you. So if you've done everything you can achieve a goal, now you're turning it over to the divine. Now you're saying, okay, I did my part. I took my baby steps. I took my steps. I took, whatever it is. I mean, you know how to manifest, right? You got to take your 4 elements, and now you wait for, and part of the 4 elements is the wands, right? So that's part of the tarot. You have your pentacles, which is your physical body taking action. You have your emotional body, which is the cups, which is you're putting your emotion into it, because that's what animates it. You're putting your mental body, which is the swords, into it because you're envisioning it, because it's your beautiful idea. Then the wands is spirit, inspiration, and the wands, so it's your inspiration plus saying, okay, spirit, let's do this thing. I'll put this here. Okay, so surrender to spirit is another blind spot, because instead what happens is, instead of going towards spirit, we go straight into doubt, and almost like 4 of Cups, where we just kind of doubt it's even going to come in. We're just saying, it's not, it's never coming, and they just keep looking at these 3 cups, and they don't notice that spirit is working on this 4th cup for you. Okay, another blind spot is surrender the drama. So some of the collective may not realize that maybe some of us are addicted to drama in some way. I know I am, not in my own life, but sometimes I enjoy reading about some drama. It's not bad. It's not good or bad. It's just sometimes the ego needs that because they're used to it. It's what they grew up with, right? So, but it says, no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. Yeah, so any kind of drama, it could be, so drama could be anything, right? So drama could be something happening. I mean, there's so many things happening right now. I mean, it's just, again, my heart goes out to everyone for everything. It's just so much is going on in the world, especially weather-wise, that's happened with hurricanes recently, and then the fires, and then, with the election, and I'm just so sure that, people are just doing their best. They really are. It's just a lot. And so this drama comes up, and they're just saying, just be the eye in the storm, just be as relaxed as possible. So if you look at this gentleman, he's really, really focused on the light, like he's staring at it. He's just so focused on the light, like he's not, like it's not bad, right? The darkness isn't bad, because you literally, you can't turn your back on the darkness. You can't do that. And what's in the back there? Almost looks like an owl. I almost feel like he has 2 owls, so an owl might be significant to you. That's what it looks like to me, like an owl, like owl eyes. But just being super focused on the light, understanding that we are the darkness. Darkness is part of our way. Again, we can't manifest without the darkness. We need both. We need light and darkness. You can't manifest with just light. You wouldn't even, yeah. You can't just manifest. You need the divine feminine and the divine masculine to manifest. So yeah, so focusing though on the light with the darkness at your back, the owls with the wisdom helping you, and then staying calm in the storm, that is going to help you with your manifestation. Beautiful. All right, and then I was just going to get some guidance here. Let me grab this deck. Let's get some last guidance here. Anything else you want to say about blind? Well, actually, just guidance in general. One card, please, for the collective. One card. Oh my gosh, we got this. I think. Well, I don't know if we got this yesterday. I can't remember. But anyway, it says warrior spirit. Isn't that what we were just saying? So it says relentless commitment to challenges, approaches life as a personal battle, here to master your forceful nature. That's beautiful. It's almost like what this card was saying, like you're a force of this light. You're a warrior spirit. And remember that. Remember that you're this warrior spirit. And that you have this relentless commitment to challenges, approaching life as personal battle, here to master, to forceful nature. Yep. So as I was saying before, nature itself is woof. It's crazy, and the outside world is, a lot. And I love this full moon that's behind her. So again, she has the divine feminine by her side, because when I see the moon, and believe it or not, shadows, and every shadow hides a gift. And so your job is to figure out the gift inside from the shadows. And that's another blind spot, that there's a gift in the shadows here. And what it looks to me like, almost like a lightning rod. It looks like it's electrifying. She has this rod in her hands that's electric, like it's being kind of hit by the lightning, and that's her power. And it electrifies her, and it's the fire element. And and as you can see in her eyes, and and as well as his eyes, this is not an easy journey, right? They're not smiling. What they're saying is, though, but they don't look like this either, right? Whoops, sorry for the. So they don't feel trapped. I mean, look in their eyes. They're not feeling trapped, right? And they're not feeling kind of despondent either, right? Like, look at the focus, and they're not like this either, right? Focusing in on what is going on all around them, really, what's happened in the past, focused on what's not good. So again, that would be manifesting from more of a kind of what they're telling me is like a victim's energy, which, by the way, like I said in my yesterday's video, have compassion for yourself. Don't push it away. Don't escape from it. That is very real. That is your inner child. Do not escape from that. Give yourself so much compassion for what you've been through. And once you do that, that's going to shift for you. Once you show yourself love, which is what this card is all about, you have to show yourself so much love. Give yourself that cup of love, right? Because like I said, that cup of love is facing you. Like, oh, and once you give yourself love, well, really what they're telling me is spirit is giving you this cup of love. Yeah. And everyone, your guides, they're all giving you this cup of love. And then the gambler, trusting your intuition, trusting in your visions. Don't doubt them. Surrender to spirit. And then look at them. They're just very focused. Not so much in joy, just very much like, I've got this. I'm the warrior. So thinking about, what does it mean to embody this warrior spirit? What is this? And look at this. You got your divine masculine, and you got your divine feminine. You need both. You need your divine feminine warrior spirit. You have to have your divine feminine. And that's the compassion part. Having love for yourself. That has to be part of it. Loving all of you, the acceptance of all parts of you. Facing your shadows, not running away from them. Absolutely facing them. There's a gift in them. We all run away from the shadows because they're so painful. I get it. Trust me, I get it. at the same time, there's a gift in every shadow. It's almost like here's the shadow, you face it, see how she's facing it, and now she's learning from it, and then the shadow's going to give her a gift, and you have to figure out what that is. That's what they're telling me. That's what they're showing me. There's a gift in the shadow. And then the divine masculine, well, the divine masculine is the one that takes action and the mental body. So the divine masculine is super focused mentally, not allowing himself, even though, of course, divine masculine is not a male. I'm just using the male energy anyway. And then just saying, okay, yeah, I'm not going here. I'm not doing it. It's very easy to go there, but I'm not doing it. It's very easy to not believe. It's very easy to compensate. It's very easy to compensate my vision, but this time I'm not doing it. I'm not going to compensate. And again, that has to do with the octopus and the zigzag tree. And really, being wishy-washy is not being the warrior. Being the warrior is facing, not going back and forth with compensating based on uncomfortableness, based on that tension, right? So when you get that tension, all you want to do is go back here and say, I'm stuck, you know? But really what they're saying, it's inner development. When that tension comes in, that's what you know it's time to work on it, and it's time to face those shadows. It's that tension that's going to make you grow. And see, they're both in tension. They are both definitely intense. There's an intensity here of facing this and getting through this. And so the blind spot when it comes to manifesting is this. It's basically staying focused on who you are, remembering who you are. Don't cave in to your part of yourself. And again, when I say don't cave in, give her love, give him love to your inner child, to your ego that's trying to protect you, which is very noble of them, absolutely noble. But at the same time, it's not working. It's not working. It's not working to keep going back here to say, well, it's not going to work. It's not going to work out. So give yourself love. And then, yeah, it's like, and then look, and then the gambler, again, is facing the visionary. So the gambler is walking towards the visionary. Just keep walking towards intuition. Keep focusing and having that high vision. Not a compensating vision, not a vision from lack, but a vision from high frequency. What would you love? That type of frequency. What would you love? Beautiful. All right, so put the warrior spirit there, and we'll put surrender the drama there, and we'll get one more piece of guidance before we close. Any more guidance, spirit? One more card, please. Just one more. One more for the collective, please. All right, and we got, strategy and planning. Your actions have taken you to a new phase in your spiritual evolution. Now is the time to plan and strategize for the highest possible outcome. Ooh, I love it. Again, sorry for my earphones here. Yes, so now that you're taking action on your plans, which it just has to be baby steps. Look, he's playing chess. He's playing chess, and he's strategizing his next move. He's planning. See, as long as we do this, right? As long as we're taking steps towards our manifestation, spirit will join in. But as long as we're in stillness, which is a beautiful thing to be in when we need to be, but when you're ready to manifest and you're ready for some things to come in, now it's time to, yes, being is awesome, but you also have to be, you also have to do. You can't manifest without the action part. And so maybe, just maybe, you're in the planning stage. Maybe you're in the strategy stage. So what does that look like? Let's see what else this says. Yep. And then, of course, you're strategizing for the highest possible outcome, not a compensation, not a lower energy, nothing, nothing that's created out of, and this might be a blind spot, nothing that's creative out of fear. It's like, oh, I fear of having no money, so let's make a vision of that I need to sell my house so that I have money, or I need to sell my car, so let's visualize that I sell my car and then I so no, that's not in your heart, and I'm sure you don't even want to do that. That's just out of fear. So you really want to visualize out of what would you actually love, and trust in spirit. Trust in yourself. Remember who you are. Remember, you don't need to be fixed. It's just remembering who you are. Okay, well, that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. I appreciate you all so much. I'm sending you all love and blessings, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.